Hi guys, excuse the hair. I wear a hat all the time for work. It probably looks fine, but just wanted to point that out. And I'll get right into this. I'll start with some yard sale stuff first. This was just 25 cents. It is a bit dirty on the inside. I think it's actually scratched. But it retails for, let me find it, $8.50. I don't think you can really read that. But it's from Bath & Body Works. It's a candle holder. My mom really likes those. That's for her. This pack of origami paper was $1, and it comes with this book. I think this is an older book. It's kind of has a vintage look about it. But I'm going to give this to my brother, the teenager one, because he used to do origami a lot when he was younger, and he's getting back into it. And this is nice origami paper. It's very thin, good for folding. It's a lot of paper for $1. And a scrapbook, $2. Says it right there and there. And Love Plaid. People have been encouraging me to scrapbook. And this has 20 sheets and 2 packs of refills. So, 20 sheets of refills, and these refills apparently retail for $4.99 each. So, I got a pretty good deal on that. I don't know if the refills actually fit in it. I've been trying to figure out how to stick them in. But, moving on to the flea market stuff now. I think that was everything from yard sales. Yeah. In no particular order, I got these notebooks here. Composition books. For 20 cents a piece. I think these are made for younger kids, maybe. They just kind of look like they were. But these composition books are hardcover. And you can't get these for 20 cents a piece anywhere. Paper cover composition books during the back to school season are on sale for cheapest 25 cents maybe, but they're 50 cents right now at Staples. So really good deal on those. And I did get 4 of them. I do write a lot. I'm probably going to use these as journals. I got this pack of coconut praline pecans, originally from CVS, and it's 50 cents. I got this for my mom. She loves pecans. I got this for myself. I've never tried this. I hope it tastes good. Dark chocolate pretzels with sea salt. Maybe a good snack. Hungry a lot these days. Probably because of work. Actually doing something in my free time now. Well, actually, it's not my free time if I'm working. But 50 cents again. Got this for my mom. Not to be insulting or anything, but this is moisturizer and it's supposed to help with wrinkles. I think she would appreciate this. This was $2. Can't find an expiration date anywhere. But at least it's in a box. And it says it's made in the UK. Has a bunch of sunscreen ingredients. And it's just supposed to help firm up the skin. Hope she appreciates that. No, I could use it. It's supposed to be sunscreen and moisturizer in one, so it'll work. And this has kind of fallen everywhere. But I'll just take everything out and show you guys the box. It's a laptop charger that comes apart to also be a portable car charger, apparently. Charge any laptop with just one charger. Charge any tablet or smartphone with the USB fast charging port. Don't know if this will actually work with my laptop, but I can use the USB port, and this was $7, kind of pricey for the flea market, but it does have 2 uses, and I know these go for a lot more in the store, at least $20 at the very least. And it does have everything with it. It has all these different connections, so you can try to put these into different laptops. Yeah, I think one of these smaller ones will probably fit into mine. Can't really see that very well. It's a lot of different laptops you can try to use with that. This is the main part of the charger. You plug this into this. And then you can attach these different little, I don't know what to call them, ports, heads, onto the end of the wire here. And this allows you to, oh wait, kind of misread this. This is not a portable charger. This will not charge or anything like that. You just can add this onto this, so you can charge your devices at the same time you charge your laptop. Oh well. Still really nice. I've always been curious about these. I wanted to get one for myself just in case my laptop charger breaks or anything like that. And, yeah. Not much else to say about this. Still, $7. Didn't pay that much. It was originally $10. That's what the lady wanted. But then she went down on price, and I thought, oh, it's really cool. I'll get it. I'll test it out on my laptop, and hopefully it works. It'd be nice to have an extra spare charger to carry around, too, so I don't risk breaking my original charger. Didn't mean to blab too much. Got 2 packs of tape, 50 cents each. And it has 36 yards in each. Hopefully this is decent tape. I have a lot of the matte tape, but that tape rips so easily, and so I really wanted some plastic tape that was clear, because matte tape, you know, you can see the finish a little bit. Thinking this was originally from Family Dollar, I think. Hopefully it's decent quality. I can't complain too much for 50 cents each. But I got a bunch of antique books. This here's an antique journal, and this is what caught my eye first. I was like, oh, I wonder if it has anything written in it. No, it doesn't. It's completely blank. But this is a very interesting looking journal. It looks more like a ledger to me. And it's got a very old musty smell about it, because it is pretty old. I'm guessing maybe 100 years old. It kind of looks like it, and it's got the smell, of course. But it has no date in it. Rebecca of Sunnybrook Farm. This sounds very familiar to me, and it looks pretty nice. But I got it because of the vintageness of it. There was a lot of vintage books, and also just a lot of, like, 80s books. But some of the vintage books were kind of torn up, and they had tons of writing in them, so I only picked the ones that looked the best. This has some names in it, but that's historical. That's not really... I'm not really worried about that. Let's see, how old is this book? I'll figure out. I feel like I'm just damaging it with my fingers and the oil and stuff. But anyways, it's copyright 1903. And it's got all the pages and everything, which is really nice. It doesn't have any writing besides those names in the front. Spine is still pretty intact. I don't know much about vintage books. I just like how old they are and the history behind them. I like how they look, gotta be honest there. I'm probably not going to read most of these. This is Peterson's... There's a sticker covering part of the title. Peterson's Uniform Edition of the Complete Works of Mrs. Emma Den Southworth. Never heard of any of this. But there are a bunch of stories in here. And this is a very interesting looking book. They just don't make books like this anymore. Entered according to Act of Congress in the year 1868 by Davis and Elverson in the office of the Librarian of Congress at Washington, D.C. So it must have been entered into the Library of Congress at that time. But this doesn't necessarily mean a copyright date. It might be 1868. Don't know much about these, but again, there's tons of books, and these books cost $1.50 each back in the day. The years have not been kind to these books. There's some weird plant stuff on it, like spiderweb things, dust, and everything. But at least they still exist, which is nice. Shakespeare's As You Like It. There are a couple of other little Shakespeare books, but they're in bad condition. 1908 edition. Originally retailed, well, not retailed, but someone tried to sell this for $1. Some writing in here. I don't understand why people keep doing math in some of these books. 35 plus 15 is indeed 50, but why did you do it in the cover of a book? I don't know. Yeah. Copyright 1908, Kate W. Hudson. It's just a copy of the one Shakespeare book, and there's a bunch more math in the back. Still, it's a piece of history. This is the last vintage book, and I have 3 modern books. This is a copy of Jane Eyre, which is one of my favorite books of all time. I just thought it'd be really nice to have a vintage copy of it. This is not by any means a first edition or anything like this, or anything like that. It was originally published in England in like the 1800s. This doesn't have a copyright date in it, but it was printed in the United States and New York. So it's not terribly, it's not worth much, but I just really like the fact that I have an old copy of my favorites. And I used to love these as a kid, the Dear America books. These are in really nice condition. They retail for $10.95 hardcovers. And the thing I like about this one is it's printed completely upside down. Now, some people will be really bothered by that, but yeah, the book's just upside down. I remember when I was a kid in elementary school, in 5th grade, one of my teachers had a bunch of these books, and one of them was upside down. And so I'd have to be reading it like this, of course, and one of my other teachers was like, "What are you doing? Are you okay?" And I just showed her the book was upside down. It's just so cool at the time, and this brought back those memories. And this one's right side up. I don't know if I've read these when I was a kid. Oh, Merry Christmas, 1999. But for 50 cents, not bad. That's the only writing in it. And here's the final modern book. Sort of modern. Mark Twain's book for bad boys and girls. It's a modern reprint of a Mark Twain book. It's sort of modern, like I said. Oh, almost forgot this. Picked this up for 25 cents. Good to use on school posters, maybe for garage sales and stuff too. There's so much stuff around me right now. Some of my favorite things. Okay, I always try to remember to do that. These composition books. And these old books. I'm not going to pick them all up. I'll get my hands dirty. Probably ruin the books a little bit slowly with all the finger oils and stuff. I'm not too concerned about the finger oils. My mind goes everywhere sometimes, and I am probably slowly ruining them by touching them with my bare hands, but at least they're not really worth anything. They're not rare first editions or anything like that. People probably throw these away all the time, these kinds of books. And I've never heard of a lot of these either. These people just faded into obscurity. Anyways, okay, so those are my favorite items. And I hope you guys have a great week. Try not to talk too long, because this also takes up a lot of space on my phone. It takes a long time to upload these videos, since the quality is so much higher than I used to record. Anyway,